Alright, so good news is that actual bad news is it's 5% packet loss. Yep, right there. Let me try the other connection. It's early enough. I mean, I made the switch during the countdown and came off it to a more stable connection, but yeah, we're at 5.2%. It's been steadily growing. I'll watch this for a bit. The connection monitors I have no OBS. Now it's more like there's late packets rather than drop packets, so that's kind of improvement. I don't like it where the bit rate's just going all over the place, but it beats packet loss. I'll say that. I also, oddly enough, got recommended yesterday on like the actual account I used to watch YouTube videos, my own stream. Neat. Surprising to say the least. And while I was rewatching it, I noticed a couple of things. One, there were some tigers I missed in Sawtop Sanctuary. I actually, the first time, booted this game up off stream and went to go feed them. On the way, I noticed this, which is what I'm going to show you, because I've already gone down the path. Wait, did I just... Ah. And then here was a Zodiac Treasure, which I don't think I've sold yet. Or, well, there's a log, so... Yeah, it was this one. And then this next route took... I failed it once, because it's just that long. I have barely enough ink to actually cross it. So... that is it. And in here is a straight bead. I don't need an Infinity Stone to make it, but that made it a lot easier. Let's take out those two. Or that one. Hmm. Yeah, I tried hitting them with the glaive and then the shotgun, and it turns out they actually have some iframes. Only lost 10 frames there. Neat. At 30 FPS, that's a third of a second. It got dropped. Can I get 3 in a row? No, horizontal row, that is. You know what? Close enough. Alright, the other thing I noticed watching my stream is that there's a lot of popping from my mic. I have guesses on what cause of that, and I'm surprised nobody complained about it, but... It was only the recording. That could also be a thing, but probably not. There's nothing really on... As far as I'm aware, nothing on the soundbars that I have available to me which indicate when a pop happens. Like, I have the sound meters that tell me the volume of what I'm speaking at, but no part of that indicates, at least clearly to me, what a pop, when there's a pop. There's not hard consonants either, which tells me it's not one of the issue with me breathing hard into the mic. On top of that, the mic is also a foot away from me to my right at a 45-degree angle, so I'm not speaking directly into it either, so I really don't think it's like a breath issue on my end. I think it was some kind of technical issue, and I'm not sure what, because there's a lot of things that can cause technical issues. And with no one in chat right now, I have no idea if I'm actually popping the mic. I did make some minor adjustments though. There's the physical gain dial on the back, I tweaked a little bit. And there is the decibel in OBS, which I actually increased a little bit because I noticed it could be a bit hard to hear me at times. And then... what else did I do? Oh yeah, there's also the sound gate. Because my mic is it's not actually open. It's actually voice activated, but it's set to a really low threshold, so that way as soon as I speak, it's on. And so my guess is maybe it's like going on off at specific parts. I also restarted my computer because that's one of the causes for popping too, apparently. I don't know how that... Well, restarting your computer fixes a lot of issues, doesn't it? I'm having a hard time focusing on the Okami at hand, of these things rushing through my head. Let's see, how do I get things from you? I know from you I need to blow you away. Oh, Celestial theme. I forget if I tweaked the gain dial up or down though. Like the physical gain dial, I'm not going to turn it around because if I touch the mic, that... I don't think it's ear rape, but it is pretty loud. And of course I don't hear it, so I can't actually tell if it's ear rape. Hope I turned it up though, because I'm hitting the red more often now. So normally most of my talking goes into the green, and then the yellow I think is optimal. That's when you can clearly hear me. And red is... it's a narrow band for yellow. And then red is just, well... it seems to be fine, but it is a bit loud. And then if it goes off the scale, then, no, it's really loud. Is this gonna be an incest murder? Called it. I bet Yishin would steal it. Well, I mean, he's too small to pick it up, but I bet he'd steal it if he could. Okay, I was about to jump off into the water. I might as well. Yeah, no idea. As for the rest here, I mean, there's a couple of water sprout locations, so we're not stuck down here. not quite sure how I'm supposed to deal with this thing, so... Oh, this is how I get a thing. Yeah, again, all like the evil-looking wisps around the graves at night. Like, there has to be something I can do about those. That was odd. My internet didn't cut, but the stream cut out for, well, over 30 seconds. I just noticed, like, I know he wasn't wearing that many clothes, but I just happened to look down at where his pants should be. He doesn't have pants on. Ow. Well, part of me thinks that Ishin, became small because he got hit by that hammer. Another part of me is that he's always just been this small. Well, time to explore elsewhere for sure. No, feed. Feed! Hold! Ruins! That was fast on the attack. Ah, here's a merchant. Okay, the reason why I was hoping for a shop is because we've been using a lot of meat bags lately. A lot of meat bags. Is that it? That was it. See, now because I've heard of the water dragon, I'm real hesitant to just, you know, go in the water. Oh, that's exactly enough. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep exploring land for a bit. Yeah, alright. Hello, Anthony. Or as they don't say, Antonio. Weird coincidence. I assure you, I don't know these people. Or do I? What I can say is I don't know if I don't know these people. After all, I may know them without actually knowing them. Even more miasma. But I was at one point in my life. Who's to say I won't be again? Ah, an actual pig instead of a boar. Oh, I see that down there. I see that shining hole I need to blow up. There's the rumors of the water dragon, which I just heard about. So I'm kind of hesitant. They get praise for them. So they like me. Means I can pick them up. That's reward enough on its own. But also, I get praise, which I use for these upgrades. So it pays to help out all the things. Plus, even though the feeding scene is a bit long, it's long enough and peaceful enough that they can meditate to it. Like long enough I can just empty my head and enjoy it until it's over. You can also skip it, which I do sometimes. Yeah, that definitely is probably the point. Also, indeed, I returned your hello. Oh, name you have there. Oh, hey there, Reese. It's been a while. Or some days. My sense of time is a bit warped because I tend not to be diurnal or really actually fixed. I'm in the process of flipping to diurnal. So, I mean, I may end up canceling a stream one night so I can sleep through that time. I'm going to see how that plays out. But, yeah, my point is my sense of time is a bit, oh, that was way too... whatever. Away you go! Actually, the mirror is easier to get into, but once I get the hang of the sword... It's actually a lot nicer to use. I noticed the basic attack on this thing does less damage than the mirror. But it really is all about the charge attack. Oh, cats! Actual cats. That you do. That you do. Also, on my actual main YouTube viewing account, I happen to be recommended my stream from last night. Oh, hello. I was going to say more, but then this asshole appeared. First, okay. Ooh, neat, neat. Well then... yeah, that's not big enough of a circle. Okay, how am I supposed to... oh, nice. Yeah, I kind of had a policy of just not gaming the system by using my own account to, you know, like, view, like, subscribe, and whatever. The algorithm. So, like, I'm surprised that it popped up because of that. If I remember correctly... yep. Okay, so there are more defensively oriented variants of their White Raven cousins. So I'm saying, I was watching the stream, saw like one thing that I missed, and actually booted up the game to go get that. It was some tigers I missed in Sasa Sanctuary to feed. But also I noticed my mic was popping a lot the other night, and I have no means of actually telling. Well, that's why we have a case, otherwise it would have been your phone. Unless you just broke the hinge on it, then alright, I'm not sure how you could do that with your phone if it's not a flip phone. And flip phones are old. Yeah, I can't really tell if my mic pops, and as far as I can guess from my setup and other possible causes, it doesn't seem to be because I'm breathing directly into the mic, because it's already to the side of me and already more than a foot away. Unless I breathe really strongly out the side of my mouth. No, you brought it up though, so I know it doesn't bother you, but it does bother me, so I'd like to know if it pops so I can actually, like, adjust things live. Because I have some ideas on what I can do if it is popping, but it obviously won't be solved until it's solved, because this is just what comp sci stuff is about. Needle in a haystack. Anyway, I'm thinking either it's just I need to restart my computer, because I didn't watch other older streams to actually confirm if it's a continuous problem or just that night. At which point I have, because I turned it off last night. Then it could be I'm just talking too loud, and that's spiking it, which will be a bit hard for me to control. But I'll get the hang of that eventually. Or it could be the sound gate, because despite it seeming like I have an open mic, it's actually voice activated. But I set the gates really low, so that way as soon as I even breathe somewhat loudly, it opens up and starts listening. That way you don't get any kind of... If it's truly open, you start hearing vibrations and things from other things, which I don't want coming out, even if you can't really hear them. So I made some very minor adjustments to volume gates and things, but because I don't really know which way to move everything, I stopped at very minor adjustments. Why couldn't I blow them away? 4 times in a row? What the fuck? Oh, I also haven't had a cough drop in, I think, over a decade. Typos happen. Wait, are these look like bunnies, but that one's got... Oh, is that a panda bunny? It's a panda bunny. Do panda bunnies actually exist? Or is that just a game thing? Nice, you caught mine. Well, I got over mine, I think, some days or a week or so ago, but I had it for a while. And my mom got it, and now you got it. At least your school does testing. Although the state of medical everything in the US is so bad that actually going to get tested makes you pretty likely to catch it. Ironically enough. Oh, what they do? Oh boy. Well, today we learned. Oh wow, that city looks awful. I don't mean model-wise, I mean like the green haze over it. That is just... that's a severe health hazard. Yeah, it probably is cool. I mean, it is actually flu season, isn't it? Now I know you have two brothers. I've got like a family of at least 7 living in the same house from what I can gather. I mean, that's if your grandpa and grandma live in the same house. It's standard around where I am for you to live in a different house from your parents. And that's changed now because just capitalism has sent us into a death spiral. But like, I assume your parents moved out of your grandparents' house, but maybe there are some areas where that's not the case. Which means you've got your parents and your 2 brothers and maybe your grandparents in there. I mean, I don't really go outside, so not much risk for getting sick unless my family gets sick, at which point, well, not my fault. Ah, family of 8 in one house. Well, if that apartment at your mom's store opens up, then we take that ASAP. Still a 6,000. So I have one brother and live with both my parents, and I technically can say I live with my brother, but he goes out the house very often and has enough friends out and about that he can just stay out of the house at other people's places for days and days at a time. It depends on your sibling relationships on whether you should be grateful, but given how the typical American family behaves, yes, you should be grateful you don't have siblings. What is it with American families being dysfunctional? I don't know much about the rest of the world, but that just seems to be a just standard for American stuff. I was paying attention to all of what he was saying. Like, my eyes went over it, but my brain didn't register anything. Oh, right, you're British. Gosh, it took me a moment to remember. Wait, there's a dojo? Yeah, you're definitely at home. Usual delayed responses. I missed your mom's internet already. Like, a part of me is flattered that you stay up this late to hang with me, but another part is concerned that you're fucking over your sleep. Oh, that's about all there is to the land. I mean, we could go to the city, but I think I'll try exploring the water proper. There's 2 points I could launch off of. I could go from this beach here, or I could go from, cliff. I wouldn't quite say to a fall, I'd say more so to self-destruction, but yes, otherwise agree. Oh, these foxes popped out of nowhere. I'll just say that may be fine for now, but it's gonna catch up with you later in life. It did with me. Oh, it did with me. Hard staying up 24 hours now. I don't know if sleeping better now will allow you to get away with staying up late later in life, but at the very least, staying up later early in life will translate to you not being able to stay up that late later on. Years down the road, mind you. I was about to go, what absurd thing is drinking guns, but then I realized, yeah, we probably do have that, don't we? We probably repurposed some guns to shoot alcohol instead of bullets. Oh, this is the thing. Yeah, if I can wall jump, I can get up there. Well, I'm still gonna try Asian. I won't know until I try. Are we gonna get a double jump? Yeah, but I think we're gonna get a double jump. Oh yeah, he's totally right. will say it's fine to curse in my presence. It's just I'd say particularly, at least I hear in American speech, tend to use the word fucking as a noun, adjective, verb, subject, predicate, object, like for everything. You'll probably make an entire sentence out of the word fucking using the colloquial definitions. So I think it's really lost its value as a curse word. Because of that, I do my best not to curse much, so that way when I do, it has impact. That's really my policy on it. So you don't really need to hold back if you don't want to. I am worried about the water dragon, but at the same time, I really want to go out to that ship. I'm just gonna, like, avoid swimming, for the most part. I imagine if I, like, stay out of the water, I don't run the risk of anything. It's just tedious to keep trying lily pads every 5 seconds. I mean, I could just swim and then draw a lily pad when I'm almost out, but I feel like something's going to trigger if I just swim in the water. Okay, no thank you. I can only put it on the surface of the water. Oh wait. That's not a hole to blow up, that's just underwater. And I can't dive. Not yet anyways. I get onto the ship then? Oh. What? How? I mean, if it was patches in disguise, then alright. That's fine if it's accident or on purpose, but like... Knights of Katarina? When are they? I'll just wait for your explanation. Oh, I slid off the roof. No wonder. I thought I just missed it. Ooh, okay, if I can... Oh, I can't. I can't. Alright. Ah, all that loot up there. Alright, doing things the less tedious way, and for sure. A water dragon. Ew. Oh, that's real unfortunate. One of the issues with the DualShock. Yeah, actually, I think 3 and 4. They don't have trigger guards. Anyway, it seems like all I can really do right now is either try going to the border, which I know I can't because of the gate, or try going to the city. I'll go to the city then. On the one hand, I like the feel of not having trigger guards, but yeah, that can happen when you put it down. I think it's gonna train, isn't it? Oh. Okay, my ink powers aren't training, so it's not super evil, it's just super noxious. I bet despite that line, he has everything for sale. All the other shopkeepers too. He has even more! Oh, fishing rods. Interesting. Wait, ailment cures? Is this a key item, or like, am I gonna need to use that at some point? Alright, here's the... Alright, there's the normal stock. Oh, it actually is a little less. Yeah, it doesn't have any exorcism slips. Meantime, though, I think I'll just... reactively buy all the key items. I'll see what I can do with the tree here. Yeah, that's what I thought. At least my ink power isn't draining. That's nice. Oh, it's been exactly an hour. Alright. She's been possessed. But Waka's serving her, so what? Is Waka like a triple agent? Because that would be such a Waka thing to do. Doesn't seem to have a particular effect on... Okay, I thought that was like a flashlight. I didn't know that's just a lit fuse. Oh, an actual weapon shop. glad I indulged in Japanese media, because they are far more collectivist culture than America is, so I'm glad I learned. I got some of their values. Oh, it's another. Well, sword, glaive. They keep changing their names. 100k though. Oh, ink bullet. I should use that as the main weapon then. Main weapon. You got 2 of that. Oh, you have the exorcism slips. Obviously power up the sword. Alright, now I can actually try out double sword. And see where that gets me. Oh, wow. I wasn't expecting a flame break that actually flames. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I really dig a living flamberge. It's gonna be a hub city once I make it. Again, that just begs the question, how large is this game? We're 25 hours in. I just live on the coast, honestly. That's the safe. Okay, yeah, that's real cursed. Even more cursed. Wait, one charged heavy attack killed the. Well, may have made him hostile, honestly. I have a hard time thinking one stray attack killed him. Oh, hello. It's curse zone, though. No, it is pretty deep. I wonder if there's a guardian sapling somewhere. It's like you never left, Anthony. Yeah, this looks a bit like a city, but let me know if you see an animal in this somehow. Hey, stray weed. Oh, that's Curse Zone. I can probably bring this thing back for like a second. Yeah, not even a second. No, I mean, that ground, technically that shouldn't be background, but that just screams Curse Zone to me. Oh yeah. There's not even a howl or a caw or anything. There's no wildlife here at all. Really glad I have God Protection, because unless this is like a mini Curse Zone, it should affect me over a long period of time, yeah, it's not affecting me immediately. Or yeah, at least it's more discreetly defined than other Curse Zones. The fog gives you a real clear idea of where it is, the bulk of it, but it doesn't give you at all an idea of where the edge of the Curse Zone is. That coming from the person who punches people over rat meat. This guy's fit. This guy's fit, then I am healthy as a fiddle. Well, I'm getting them to move briefly. Okay, so there's curse zones to the right. I basically just have to go forwards. That's it. Yeah, it sounds like she used to be a good person. As you stand atop the... Oh. Is there royalty ranks among the Japanese gods? I actually don't recall. Okay. It is a city. Wouldn't expect anything, but also I wasn't expecting anything out of the other maps that look like animals, so... Yeah. Okay, I thought the bridge might be, like, completely out. Oh yeah, on the topic of flu season, I have been sneezing an awful lot lately. Usually multiple times a day. I haven't been feeling off much. Like, not any more than the anxieties over the current world falling apart thing will give you, but I have been sneezing a lot. I don't know, this area just reminds me a bit of Shadow of the Colossus. It's another classic people should play. I don't think it's... It'll take you longer if you're not good at it, obviously, but I don't think it's too easy to die in that. And that beats Alyssa's record of 4. I don't think I've had a multiple sneeze in forever. Although back in high school, there was one kid who always had double sneezes. He could never sneeze just once. Always a multi-sneeze. Okay, I was worried I couldn't get back up there. But is that today? See, wasn't today's record. I mean, like, in a day I could sneeze, I think, like, at most maybe 5 times, but again, I can't recall ever having multi-sneezed. I've never had a sneeze-tacular. Where can I find a person to talk to right proper? Nope. Yeah, I guess that building over yonder. The druid's walled off though. And that they put an invisible wall there. That's honestly the first one I've come across. At least the first noticeable one I've come across. Yeah, it probably is a genetic thing. Wait, a lake has a drain plot? Just imagining like a bathtub type drain with a little like rubber plug with a chain on it, and then you just... What? Also, I'm surprised that up to this point, with all the water blockages, we haven't just removed the blockage and instead find our way around it. Been the case every time so far. It's digging me in the game. Oh, nice. Welcome back, I shall say, and have said, and may continue to say, depending on the circumstances. Yep, it's this one. Alright. Alright. The clock actually ticks down. Regardless. Oh, this is either going to be a really deep one or a really difficult one. Not sure which. I don't even get to see it fill up again. Oh well. I wonder if the chests are still underwater. Yay, praise! So I have to wonder though, if I look underneath... There's still the scaffolding. Oh. Actually, what about the guy who was in the... There was a guy at the bottom of the canal. You know, one of the workers. I wonder what happened to him. And Carpenter's place. Yeah, I don't see the chests anymore underneath. Actually, that's cool. I can blow this along. And not what I need to do. There we are. Glad he got out. Oh, there's some houses. Oh, hey, did a curse zone get removed, or did I just not explore over here? maybe a curse zone got moved. Oh, Mr. Flower, you're not looking too good. Yes, I would indeed say he's staycation, if that's not obvious by the wilted plant on top of his head that is rooted into his skull. But he's not? Well, it doesn't seem like he has flowers and all. Doesn't look like he eats flowers. That's different from Mr. Bamboo and Mr. Orange. With the water back, we should be able to use the bridge then. Just hope I didn't miss any treasure. Actually, could I ask him to, like, plug it up again? So again, I see the chest. Obviously, I don't see the chest underneath the surface, so... Oh, there's a crow. There is a crow. Oh, there's a chest underwater. Must be a draw distance thing then. I wager it's the fog. And I wish fog was evil fog was the cause of our problems lately, because that would mean we just need to get it to go away and then we're good to go. No, it's more complicated. Can I make it? Okay. It's the smallest I've ever let it get without actually drowning. I drowned once because I wanted to see what happened, and I don't want to do that again. I understand drowning is a very painful way to die. We don't, though. We just go back to the shore with, like, less health. Means if you're fine with it, then I guess you could. Okay, I think I see where the fog's coming from. I don't know what direction that is, though. Unless we're in it. No, over there. That's probably a divine instrument I can use. Yeah, I already consider this a bit of a living flamberge, but I guess that's just because it's all magical. Swims freely. I can't help but think I used that to dive underwater. What does that have to do with the 1000th sorcerer? I mean, it has to do with my progression, but like, what? Just change gears immediately. Oh, this guy's the reason we can't... He's one of the problems with this city. I got both of them. Oh, you are poor. Actually, the only reason I have money as a wolf is because I keep getting it from exercising demons. I don't know why that happens, but I'll take it. I'm gonna go with nose. That is a funny picture of its mouth. If you look at his, I don't have a mouse. If you look at next to Benkei, have his head icon thing there, you can see over at the very left it overlaps with the white, which I don't think a mouth would do. That implies it would have to stick out from his head to some degree, so it's probably his nose. But that's still a funny face if it is his mouth. Doesn't have any line, does he? Give us a video game with all these gods and things. I wager there's a living sword. Oh, this. Either I don't remember what it sounds like, or this is some new fishing music. Go for the biggest. I wonder if the living sword will... Actually, it could be a swordfish, shouldn't it? Either it's going to be a sword-shaped shadow or it'll be a fish-shaped shadow, but it also could be a swordfish at that, if it actually is a fish. Oh, there it is. You have to wait for long in these scripted fishing segments. Wait, already out? Looks more like an eel to me. Not quite what I was thinking of, but in the same vein. I wonder what it's called a cutlass fish, though. Like, is it the fin on his back or the teeth in his mouth? Isn't that like a Polish sword? Oh, the cutlass. Where did the... I'm thinking of the saber. Like, there's a... I'm not sure... I forget why I associate saber sword schools with the Polish, but I do... Where does the cutlass come from? He just butt slams. Also, I see Waka ahead. Fuck that guy. Got your laser flute called Pillow Talk, and then an actual katana which you don't have named. I'm thinking he's an actual prophet, but he is at the very least a double agent. I mean, I don't think Waka's up to what Ishin's saying, but I agree with the sentiment of just not trusting Waka. He can't access the celestial world? You think he'd be able to with all his magical stuff, that he'd be kind of pure of heart at some point, but... that just tells me that maybe he's a demon in disguise? Very... I won't say it. You're just bluffing, Ishin. Okay, that part is actually surprisingly accurate given the little thing we got at the end of killing Orochi, which we're not privy to technically, but as the audience we are. Probably because he's either seen us do it, or, as you should say, he's the cause of it and wants us to fix it. It's deflection. We need the Pico hammer. We need a way to swim. Need a way to swim underwater. But how? Hey, could it be a row causing it if it's making all people dependent on... I'm gonna say her, that just seems like a female name to me, but that it could be a male. I do have to acknowledge that. Yep, she. I just stop questioning the fact that these people are non-hesitantly talking to a wolf that just walks up to them. Some part of me thinks that maybe if I do, that'll actually happen. I was about to wonder aloud how all these guards only have bows and no melee weapons, but then as I was about to open my mouth, I noticed the sword had holstered at his hip. Is that a sword? I have to get a side-on look to see how long it is. I don't know. Given how characterized, cartoonish, whatever, the proportions aren't wholly accurate to the body, so I can't actually tell if that's like a katana or a wakizashi. This sword. Right here. It ends here. And starts about here. just got a scroll. Hello and welcome. It's our first time here. Vertigo ID Live visitor. East coast of the US is as specific as I go with that question. That time zone. I feel like I've had this type of thing happen before, where someone, joins in immediately and asks that question very quickly. Gives me a sneaking suspicion of a bot, but given that you answered cool, that suspicion has been reduced. Yeah, I try to avoid that. I mean, if it ever gets out, then I guess it's out. I don't really make enemies, so I'm not too concerned about it, but I do like my... On the principle alone, I do keep my stuff private. Or relatively private. It's hard to complete privacy in the age of the internet, but relatively private. Alright, travel guide. Said that a holy realm called the Celestial Plane is situated in the heavens above Nippon, where the mere mortals dwell. Yes, we've been there at the very start of the game. The legend is ancient, and no one today knows of or speaks of it. However, I have been entrusted with the knowledge of this sacred place. One day I was visited by a man who wove for me a strange tale. He said unto me, the Celestial Plane has met its end. He related the horrors of this destruction to me at great length. His talk was unbelievable, but his eyes showed no reason to doubt. I only wish I had the fortitude to recount his harrowing tale here. I'm afraid my brush cannot bear the heavy burden of that sad fate. It seems the Celestial Plane was destroyed long, long ago. The god's spirits, rendered homeless, still inhabit the earth. I try not to think such thoughts when I gaze up at the sky. You're saying that place used to be larger, or is that just a huge lie that the guy spread? Also, bestiary, just while we're here. Yeah, I never played it either, and I wanted to play it like when I was a kid, and now I am, because I got it on sale. And so far it's been pretty long, like 25 hours in, and what I thought was the final boss is now already dead. Like, for good dead, as far as I can tell. I think we're less than a third of the way through. People akin this game to Zelda, but it feels more like a JRPG to me. Oh, I see elements of both. Bird possessed by the soul of a woman slain by a samurai's blade. It has no trouble deflecting any sword attack with an umbrella, then it wastes no time using its dark essence to launch a counter. The Great Monk advises that this pattern can be taken advantage of. When the umbrella comes up to block, blow it back with wind. That's what I learned from experimentation. The creature will recall its life as a woman and cease attacking. How does blowing its umbrella away cause it to remember being a woman? That part's a bit odd, but the end effect is the same. I get to kill it. An old saying says good medicine often leaves a bitter taste. In other words, advice may seem harsh to the ears, but it is for our own good. The spirits of those who cannot take advice are bound to wheels. Perhaps wind could drown out the harsh words of this foe. Okay, good. I was unsure what breaststroke could actually work on this thing. I've only ever fought one. I have that hard of a time with it, though. Fish famous for its 10 whisker-like appendages. Oh, a loach. Very close to a leech. Deep-dwelling, cutlass-shaped fish displaying great... Oh, cutlass-shaped. I thought because, like, some part of it was really sharp like a cutlass. Yep. These cute felines are known for their cry and their love of fish. Carefree bovines are stronger than they look. They adore herbs, and... the panda vine doesn't show up. Yeah, still 4 stroke techniques to find. Gee, how much do you know about the mechanics? Because, as I've said, this is like, well, use Restream to multi-stream, so all of my past stuff is on YouTube by the same name. So if you want to take the time to go back and rewatch everything to get fully caught up, you can, but if not, I can give you a summary based on what you know. My front flip. I was not imagining the moaning in the music that's actually there. PC. I bought this game on Steam. Although I am playing with a controller. That's true. This gives off that Elder God type of vibe. I wonder if that's actually the case. This is very... I don't know if I should deeply is the right adjective, but it's definitely rooted in Japanese mythology. I'm not familiar enough with Japanese mythology. I'm a bit familiar enough to recognize some of the gods and names they bring up, but like not enough to say if they have a concept of elder gods. Can't believe I didn't realize that till now. Thanks to just watching a lot of anime in the past, I know a little bit of Japanese, so I've been able to translate some of the names. Like there's a merchant called Kibao, who definitely know that translates to Fang, and guess what? He trades in Fangs. I feel like there's some on-the-nose names here. Should I use a brush technique right now, or should I just talk to her again? Because that's what green arrow means, I should talk to her again. I guess I'll go with wind. Didn't promise enough. Oh, that was Inferno. Never mind. Yeah, the brush is a bit contextual. I'd probably start on top of a candle flame, so it end up, well, causing the fire to dance. Yeah, the combat in this game has been a bit easy so far. Only potential challenge coming from bosses, but like that's the only time I actually can get hit more than once in a fight. But it still feels nice and fluid though. Because I mean, this does pause time for most enemies. And I can do stuff like plant bombs and cut them in half. Blow them away with some wind. That's probably... No, that still works. It's a bit generous with the brush strokes. I can't do any actual attacks outside of combat, so... I think I have 3 weapon types at this point. Yeah, you start off with the mirrors, and you get the Divine Retribution, then you get Devout Beads, then you get Snarling Beast, and then you combine Infinity Judge, and I think you get Life Beads at some point. Then you get Sumugari once you defeat what I thought was the big bad evil guy. And then I just bought 7 Strike this session. And you get main and sub weapons, so they behave differently. So the mirror is like a 4-hit combo that's kind of quick and deals some moderate damage as a main, but as a sub you use it as a shield. And the beads are as a main, use them as a whip, which can get really high combo counts but does not stun enemies at all. And then as a sub, it's a ranged attack. Thanks. I hope you have a good time too, and I'm here every night if you ever feel like coming back. So I'll cut off my explanation there. I like the swords though. Takes a bit of getting used to though, when you don't have the... You can't just immediately attack all the time. Oh, is this a time travel? Yep. Alright, 2 of you guys, so then... Alright, fine then. It'll take some time for sure. Oh right, I'm not actually using beads, aren't I? Forgot about that. Yeah, that's not a great time. I don't think they'll get the praise for that. Almost 50? Oh, that's not good. Might be too slow overall. I am curious though what the heck I swap them around if they actually have different sub-behavior, because the bees have different sub-behavior. I'll just focus on one then. Right. Oh, it is different sub-behavior. There's some quick sword slashes. 32. Not quite, huh? Alright, yep. Her off. Right, that's that. And cover this up. Cut you down. Counter block. That might not be good enough for the praise, but that is a better time. I wonder how the double charge actually plays out, though. Yeah, I've been wondering that for a while now. Oh, nice. And there's the praise. They do behave differently as sub-weapons. Interesting. Very interesting. Oh, it's just after 10 now. That's a bit unfortunate. Okay, I'll check out this place. Well, now I do. I bet she married him for the money. Assuming it was an arranged marriage anyways. I don't know if I should advance though. So we are overtime. Are indeed overtime. with that, I will call it a night here. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you all tomorrow night. And you'll know via Discord if it's not tomorrow night.